Hey guys, Dalton Wilson here with Gyra Junk Haulers, here with another video in this series to share why I think Gyra Junk Haulers provides the absolute best value for junk removal in Dayton, Ohio and the surrounding areas. And I'm just trying to let more people know about it. If you have the best product and it's not selling right, you just need to let more people know, and eventually it goes gangbusters. Well, we're on our way to gangbusters, and I'm just trying to let more people know about the great value we provide. Now, in this scenario today here, I want to provide a comparison between a guy we probably all know, which is your Chuck in a truck, your weekend warrior, your part-timer, your guy off Craigslist, whoever it is, that's not legit, versus a legitimate junk removal company like Gyra Junk Haulers. Okay, and to start off, I want to just go off mainly what Chuck is about, okay? And the reason that you call Chuck, the reason you call Chuck and the reason he gets business is because he's cheap, okay? Chuck is cheap. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's what you're getting with Chuck. Everything else is mostly negative except Chuck's price point. That's the only positive. Now, I put $400 here because I covered in another video in dumpster rentals that $400 is usually the cheapest price point in terms of a dumpster rental, or at least the average. And Chuck's not gonna really go below that, right? And then I have our price point up here, $659 for a 17-yard dump trailer, fully packed and stacked. So there's obviously a difference here in price. Now, Chuck here, he could be more expensive. I don't know. He could even be a little bit cheaper. There are some out there. But $200, $250, that's kind of what you're looking at in terms of difference. Now, I still believe fully that Gyra Junk Haulers is much better, definitely in this scenario. And let me explain why. Number one, Chuck here, he's unsure of his prices. Now, why do you care? Why does that matter? Well, it's because you don't know if he's being honest. He could say $600 and you could be getting the shaft. You don't know. You don't know maybe what a professional junk removal company charges. Maybe Chuck's taking advantage of the situation, or maybe Chuck's way under. But that can hurt too. If he gets under on the job and he realizes that he's taking a loss, he's just going to leave. There's nothing that stops him. He's not on any platform that you can leave a bad review. He's not worried about a Better Business Bureau. Chuck's just going to leave. He's not worried about it. And that's going to leave a professional junk removal company to pick up the slack where Chuck left off. And we're more than happy to. Because we are honest and fair in our pricing. You can go to our website at gyrajunkhaulers.com. You can look at all of our price points. They're listed out clearly. We are fully transparent. We're not going to take advantage of you. The only thing we can do is give you a discount if you're a senior, if you're a veteran, or a first responder. But we're fully legitimate there. And another thing about Chuck is he's typically an unknown. You don't know this guy most times. You can't trust him. You don't know what his intentions are. You've never seen him or her. You don't know who this person is. However, Gyra Junk Haulers, we're local, we're veteran known, we're legit. We have a Google My Business page with over 87 5-star reviews. That's just under a year, by the way, that we've attained all those. And it's come from building a reputation of value, of service, to our customers. We wanted you to see our servitude when it comes to these things. Another thing about Chuck, and the most important downside, is that he is likely uninsured. In fact, almost guaranteed uninsured, because he's probably not registered as a business, and therefore he cannot get business insurance to operate as a business, which is what he's doing if he's in your house making money in his own name. So, Chuck here with no insurance, he's a great deal, great bargain, he's cheap. But what happens when Chuck falls down the steps and hurts himself? He doesn't have a general liability policy, he doesn't have a workman's comp policy. He can sue you. What happens when he runs his trailer or his truck or whatever he's got into your house or hurt your property in some way? He doesn't have an auto policy. Or maybe he does have a personal auto policy. They're likely not going to cover him once he finds out he's operating as a business. That could be tens of thousands of dollars in damage to save $200. Whereas we at Gyro Junk Haulers are fully insured for the general liability, for auto policy, and for workman's comp. Everything that we touch, from our tires and wheels to our boots to our hands, is insured for up to and over $1 million. You're never going to have to worry about an issue where you're going to get sued. Never going to happen. We are all legit and fully focused on giving you the best care at all times, the best service. And another thing with Chuck here is he's not a professional, point blank. And why does that matter, right? Why does it matter if someone shows up in a branded t-shirt, the slinging junk? Why does that? Why do you care if you're getting a good deal? Well, does he answer his phone? Does he show up on the job? Okay, if he shows up, does he show up sober? All right. If he shows up sober and on the job, is his equipment falling apart in your driveway? Okay. These are all things that you have to worry about beyond just a professional branded tee. And maybe you've hired that guy that's not a professional, that Chuck in the truck, and gotten stiffed a couple of times. I know a lot of people it's happened to that call me on the phone. I've called 3 other people and you're the only one that's picked up. Or I had 2 other guys booked to come out and get this stuff. I don't care what you charge, man. Just come and get it. There's the value. We're convenient. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. We show up and we're very professional. We put you on our schedule. It sends you a text message right away to your mobile phone. You are scheduled with Gyro Junk Haulers at this time from 2 to 4 on this day. We're going to show up when we say we're going to show up. Okay? It's going to send you a text message when my guys are on their way. Matthew is on his way en route to your location. You're going to know exactly. He's going to show up and he's going to greet you in person. First name. Hey, Donna. Hey, Miss Susie. Hey, Mr. Clark. How's it going? I'm Matthew with Gyro Junk Haulers. What you got going on for us today? That's the things that's going on here. We're answering the phones. We're picking up. We're showing up. My guy's not going to show up high or drunk. You know, that's all taken care of. You don't have to worry about that at all. And lastly about Chuck is that 10 times out of 10, he's not going to be eco-friendly. He's not going to care, right? This is the price guy. He's the cheap guy. He's worried about making a couple bucks and going on about his way. He's not going to Goodwill. You know, maybe he'll scrap, but that's pretty much it in terms of recycling. Whereas we at Gyro Junk Haulers, we are very eco-friendly. We go above and beyond, in fact, to our financial detriment, to recycle and to donate and all of those things to make sure that, hey, if this can be saved and someone could use this, we can take this to St. Vincent de Paul. We can take it to Goodwill. We can take it to Easter Seals. We can go to the Veterans Organization and donate these things. And someone else can get use out of it. Yes, we have scrap yards. We don't make money off of it because diesel costs money and payroll costs money. So a lot of things that we're doing here, we're losing money on. It's not a financial gain. It's just something that we think is really important because we are the tip of the spear when it comes to things going into the local landfill. And we want to make sure that we try our best to prevent that. And these are all the reasons why I think Gyro Junk Haulers is bar none the best of service and the best of value for junk removal in Dayton, Ohio. There's none better. The dumpsters aren't going to beat us. The franchises aren't going to beat us. And Chuck here isn't going to beat us. It may be on price, but it won't be on service. Thank you so much. If you want a free estimate and you live in Dayton and the surrounding Dayton, Ohio and the surrounding areas, just give me a call. It's 937-545-3634. We'll get you taken care of. We'll give you that value. And look us up online, gyrojunkhaulers.com. We would love to provide service to you and have another well-earned customer. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.